This SHOT Show coverage is sponsored by Body Armament and Night Vision Inc. Links will be in the description.
All right, hey, this is Tony from Asian with Hat today. We're at the SHOT Show at the PTS booth with Peter. Going to talk about an awesome product today.
All right, guys. Today we have the M-Tech Flux Helmet, the long-awaited, much-anticipated helmet from PTS, now in accordance with M-Tech, of course, fully licensed. So let's start with the inside because that is probably the most important part to most people. How comfortable is this helmet? Well, first and foremost, sizing it, we have these layers of dual density foam right here, and in order to size this helmet properly for a bigger dome like mine or a smaller
peanut little head like I got,
boom, we strip away layers or add layers of dual density foam. And if you don't like this foam, if you want something a little even cushier, then you can go with something like the 4D tactical pads, which will fit in here. I have the deluxe ones; those are amazing as well. Same harness that you've seen in the M-Tech helmets, standard harness, slide up and down and tighten. It's got one with a chin strap. When M-Tech comes out with their BOA system, maybe we'll have one on here as well.
Which will be sweet.
Right, and I do believe that the same
pick points are in the same spot.
Exactly, so you could probably just switch that out. Moving around the helmet itself, durable, pretty dense construction. Actually, one of the things that gets everyone on this helmet is the texture. If you run your hand across it, it feels like a ballistic helmet, although this is more of a bump style helmet. We can't say it's bump rated because it is not, but it's more or less a bump style helmet, right? Moving around.
Yeah, one of the features that I noticed and I loved, especially online, was the rail system, and that it's an M-Lock, correct?
Yes, yeah, the M-Lock system, and I think M-Tech really hit the nail on the head with this because all your M-Lock accessories, your lights, your Peltor stuff, you know, for your hanging your Comtex and all that sort of stuff, is coming in M-Lock these days. So it's so easy on, so easy off, so easy to switch, and I believe M-Tech really nailed it with that, and these are really durable. Guys are running all kinds of heavy stuff off of here with no issues whatsoever. It's the real deal. Again, licensed, properly made, so on and so forth, which also brings us to one of the more important parts.
Which is a part that everybody in Airsoft wants, NOD stuff.
That's right, NOD stuff. So this year we've got the full aluminum shroud on the inside here, so nothing that you have of $3,000 or more value is going to come flying off at night, hopefully, right? But let's just say you don't trust it, well, that's no problem. Pull this one out. Most 3-hole shrouds are going to fit this helmet right away, so it's easy to switch out if you feel more comfortable with a real one, let's say. But it is metal and it will run nods. We've run them on there as well.
But people like me, we're going to switch it out to my Narutos or whatever else, and it just, like you said, just bolts right on there.
Absolutely, bolts right on. Other features of the helmet, it does come with all this Velcro attached to the top. So adding your lights, your dead lights, your patches, your swag, anything you want to add on here, you can add. That's great. And the ultimate swaggiest swag,
which I've been waiting for you to say
is the Spiritus Raid cover. Yes. that you can add on here because this is a one-to-one replica of the M-Tech Flux. And as a guy who went out and spent over $1,000 on his, now I feel pretty silly because this one's coming in at $129.99 once it's released, and I think that's more than reasonable. Even if you beefed it up and added some more stuff to it, the real stuff like the 4D pads or the real shroud, and the helmet cover, you're still going to come in way under $1,000.
Way under the phone, yes.
That's right.
Like you said, release date.
Release date, February. Early February 2020. So within the first couple weeks, we're taking orders for them right now, but in the first couple weeks, they'll be the first batch, and then bigger and bigger batches will be coming, but they will be available right away, and guys have put in orders, and they will be on, probably be on your favorite Airsoft websites by the end of February. So let's move on down to the mall.
All right, let's go. All right, Peter, what do we have here?
All right, we're moving on to the one and only prototype version right now that we have of what will be the first Airsoft mall laser on the market. And
that's going to be sweet.
Yeah. If you guys don't know the mall, it's an incredible unit. Very expensive. I've been wanting one for my airsofting adventures, but at well over $2,000, it's going to be quite unaffordable.
Hard to adjust. Hard to adjust for that cost.
Yeah, exactly. So really, it's been a preventative for me to buy one for airsoft. Although I do run real pecs, those are a lot less expensive. But this guy right here is going to be fully IR capable. Now, why that's important is because you know as well as I do, Tony, everyone is running nods these days.
Correct. I've been running them since 2002, and you've got them now. So and yes,
Absolutely. It's hard to actually find a person who doesn't have nods at night anymore, which has made airsoft at night a lot more interesting. That being said, there will be a vis laser option, probably green out of this guy, and there will be an IR laser option. And unlike some other airsoft companies, it will actually be able to be zeroable. So if you want to compare this to anything, it's the only real good airsoft option out there is the GMP D-ball. We all know that. PTS knows that. The power of this unit will be equivalent to that, and the zero ability will be equivalent.
which is a big thing, just to be able to zero. Some of them guys, oh yeah, I got this thing, can't zero it. It's like off by 6 feet.
So I won't say what company I bought one from a while back. I spent a couple $100 and it was supposed to be super high power, and it was. And the dot was so far off the map, and I'm like, oh, let me just do a quick zero on this bad boy. And I hit the end, and it was almost, the dot didn't even move. That's what we're not hoping for with this unit right here, and I'm sure PTS is going to come out strong because I've been up there.
Well, I imagine so. Your guys' quality and products, period, is top level. It's not the bottom, it's the top, and everything's been good from you guys.
I'm going to show you something real quick. Here on this GBLS gun, we have the actual MAUL unit right there. So it is one-to-one spec, absolutely comparable, and it's a really, really awesome unit for a lot of guys, especially guys who don't want to run full ambi all the time. There are ways to run this full ambi, but guys who are, let's say, right-hand dominant in this configuration, it's smooth, it's easy, it's right on the rail, and it flattens out everything that's in front of your optics so that you don't have anything obscuring. So it sets the laser off to the side, so you don't have any obscuring, and you can actually run a front sight post here as well as a backup. That's what one of the benefits of the MAUL itself are, and now we're just bringing it to Airsoft.
Which is sweet. Thank you for that.
Absolutely, man.
Peter, thank you very much for this, and
Cheers,
good
man.
seeing you again.
Yeah, pleasure to see you.
All right, guys, we're still here at the PTS booth at SHOT Show, and I just left Peter, and I am with the Jordan.
How's it going, guys? Jordan from Own Innovations.
Jordan, what do we have new today? Because there's something we've talked about for years now, and it's here finally, right?
Yeah, so they are officially available, the PTS EPM ones. Last year we were talking about how they were 200 plus rounds because we hadn't locked in an actual number yet.
And we got the number locked in finally, right?
Number is locked in. These little babies will be 250 rounds.
250.
Technically they're doing like 252. So, take that with what you will. We've done a lot of testing on it. I took the 3 that we had here initially last year to my local field, handed them out to people, let them play with them. They have over 170,000 rounds loaded into them, and they're still shooting the same rate of fire.
Spring's good and everything's still.
Still good. Getting like 0.28s at 50 rounds a second in those mags still. Not a brand new mag, those ones.
That fast.
That fast. So
there's definitely no feeding problems at all.
No feeding problems whatsoever. They're still working great. The indicator, people have been loving this indicator on here. They'll be able to see when their mags are almost empty or whether they should kick that door in or change mags or whatever. They're loving that. It's been working.
I love that
really
myself.
Nice. Yeah, it's been really nice. I ref at a local field sometimes, and I'll actually yell out to somebody because I can see it while I'm reffing. I'm like, hey, reload, like you're running out, and they're like, what? Oh, okay. It's a really easy way to tell how much.
And what's the distance that you're seeing this from when you're reffing?
It's probably 40 feet, 50 feet away or something.
That's pretty good. So it's a bright orange.
Yeah, yep, it's bright orange, easy to tell what's going on. Gives you a lot of info with a really quick glance.
I've noticed there's a little.
Yep. The texturing on there is actually really strong. You got the front rib texturing as well. Upside down, you got the serrations on there. You can get a good indication on there what direction it is. Very grippy mag, very easy to hold on to. Goes in guns really nicely. We also have a prototype here for a 20 rounder instead of a 30 rounder.
Now, how many rounds is this going to hold?
This guy has the same tech, 170 rounds for these
170.
little tiny mags.
That little thing.
Yep, 170 rounds. It's done all the dimensions, everything that we figured out that works great in this has been done to this. Right now, I'm waiting on a shell. It's supposed to be here today. It could look pretty, but right now it doesn't. So
all these Vietnam games, here you go, guys. Your 20-round mag right here.
Yep, 20 rounder, 170 round capacity. You still get the indicator on it. It's going to have the same visual look, the textures, the ribs on the front and back as this one, but in a shorter format.
Which is going to be awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much, Jordan, for this.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to get my hands on them.
They will be available this year for sure. Short run for February is going to be going out. The full production run is going to be more like April or May.
Just as it slows down for Airsoft in part of the United States, so they get going.
Right. And the MSRP on it is $30.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
All right, guys, this is Tony here at PTS booth with Jordan from the SHOT Show. See you all later, guys.
See you guys.